When I first met Hayley, I was really excited because when we first signed with our record label, Fueled by Ramen, she was the first person to kind of come in and really support us and welcome us into the record label family. And that was one of the coolest things to me, just how supportive she was, and I felt like we were friends before we even met. When I first heard about the opportunity to be a part of goodDYEyoung, that was kind of something that I felt honored, especially coming from Hayley. This is the first time that I've ever invested in any company. I think that I've always felt hesitant to invest because it's always a risk, but I think that because it just made so much sense and it was such a fit, being friends with Hayley, believing in her vision and how hard she works too, and me already dyeing my hair, it made so much sense, and it's a great product, and there's been so much time spent developing it and putting it together that I'm kind of forced to talk about it because of how good it is and how much I love using it. Right now I've tried 2 colors with goodDYEyoung, and it's been the pink and the yellow. And I think the yellow is my favorite that I've done. And the funny thing is that when I was at the Grammys, I had people actually texting me and sending me photos of the TV, because when they were on the wide shot way back in the room, I'm in the front row and you could see my hair. Winning a Grammy was one of the, I think, craziest feelings in my life. And I think part of it was because when Tyler and I started a band, I don't think the end goal was to win some kind of award. I don't think that's how we have ever really quantified success. From the beginning, we've really wanted our songs to be heard and express ourselves musically. When we first started playing music, Tyler and I, all we knew was Columbus, Ohio, and our first goal was to be able to play outside of Ohio and to play somewhere further away. And so going over there and playing shows and getting to be in a room with a bunch of people from a place that I'm not from is a really cool feeling, because I think that there's something about music and fashion and style that can transcend what a culture looks like or language, and it really makes me feel like the world is a little bit smaller when all sorts of different people and strangers can get in a room and really get along and unify over one thing. That's really exciting for me. I think the culture of hair dye, at least in my experience from what I've seen, I feel like it's growing and it's becoming a little more accepted in our culture. And what's cool is being able to travel to different countries and different cities in this country. I see it all over the place. I see people dyeing their hair all sorts of different colors, and I know that when I'm walking down the street and I see someone with their hair color too, that we've got that in common, and that's a cool thing. I don't know anything about that person. I don't know what they believe or what kind of struggles they go through every day, but I do know that we like to dye our hair. And when I'm in Asia or when I'm in Australia and I look out and I see someone with yellow hair or purple hair, that person, I know that there's at least that connection, and there's something super cool about that.